everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams that rank in the top 10 in rush yards will be in action today, so you can bet this game could have an old school feel. It's the Seahawks going up against the Ravens. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
C.J. Mosier's your prototypical Alabama linebacker. They'll come downhill and smack you, but they understand the game so well.
They'll drop to throw. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And now here's a carry heading left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Josh Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd down, Flacco now. Looking for Allen, he's got him on the slant. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just goes right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the cornerback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
Flacco looks to throw. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Crockett Gilmore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. And he knocks it through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On play action, they'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing to the right.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. The 30. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Bryant with a catch right side. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
when you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how...
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his second touchdown on the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. Back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They convert on third with a gain of 22. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And McDonald here over the middle. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about...
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Keenan Allen, the intended target, third down here. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable for Lockett. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They go play action here on 1st down. From the left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Looking left side, and it's complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Bootleg, Flacco. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Devin Smith that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for...
Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Lockett. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He displayed a nice little hurdle there, but not a whole lot of room on the back end as he's taken down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. He's going to keep it again. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be... Second and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. And this is now a 1-point game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Ravens. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second down now after the pass completion. Back now in Baltimore. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And eventually brought down down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Hauschka to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So for that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeves. On first down, they go with Dixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Flacco to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's got it to West on the dump off. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now on first, Dixon again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Dixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here's Flacco. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And they'll go with the ground attack here. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got?
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there's a flag down. So let's see what we've got. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Now it's caught inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns.